Jazz. And thank you for this immense privilege to be able to speak in a place like this and to speak at an event like this. So thank you very much for that. And perhaps I should start with a congratulations and a happy 10th birthday to both the management team, the advisors, and all the volunteers behind City Sikhs. And I want to remind you, this is the last big birthday before you hit your terrible teens. So we're all looking forward to what you do, or you may have already done some of those things. So thank you also for the introduction. My name is Amandeep Mandra. I am a historian, I'm a writer. But about 20 years ago, I started something called the UK Punjab Heritage Association, which is all about celebrating Punjab's rich arts, its culture, its heritage, and its history. And very few people knew then, and perhaps to some extent still know now, that much of Sikh heritage, Sikh material heritage, physical stuff you can kick, is actually in the UK. I'm talking about manuscripts, I'm talking about paintings, pieces of art, huge number of swords, and they're all scattered around archives, lots of them in London, but in Ipswich Museum there's a whole cache of weapons and crocodile hide shields that were picked up on the battlefields of the Anglo-Sikh wars. And they're not terribly well catalogued, it's not terribly well known, and UPFA exists to try to bring that to light. We're all about researching those archives, discovering the treasures inside, advocating for conservation, and most critically sharing it with the Sikh community throughout this country. And interestingly, at the time when City Sikhs was founded in 2010, we had just authored a kind of strategy papers about what our next 10 years would look like. And our model was discover, conserve, enlighten and treasure. And the discover and the conservation is the thing that nerds like me love to do, which is to get into the archives and do the research. But the critical bit was the enlightening and the treasuring, it's like sharing it with everyone. So while our partners on research are always the museums and the scholars and the archivists, our partners for getting the word out have been fabulous organisations like City Sikhs, and that generosity of spirit that comes with working with them. So right from the very beginning, and you guys, many of you will remember this, we had a big national exhibition in London on the Golden Temple of Amritsar, and City Sikhs and their wonderfully sharply dressed, coffee-drinking volunteers and members were regular visitors on our very buzzy Wednesday nights. And since then, through our exhibitions on the First World War and then again on the Empire of the Sikhs, our book publishing program with Kashi House, our World War I archival projects, it's been City Sikhs that have been a really important and, as I said, very generous partner. It's been a pleasure and very rewarding working with you over the last decade. So let me end by letting everyone into a little Sikh secret. And the Sikh secret is that Sikh organisations in this country don't really like each other. They're a little competitive, aren't they, Justin? But what I absolutely love, and I say this so sincerely, what I absolutely love about working with you and your team and your members is that we've only ever complemented each other, we've never competed. So once again, congratulations to the team. Wish you all the best for the next decade to come.